Hello and welcome to FRL. This is the first round. We are in Germany and it is a wet qualifying session. As you can see, 19 drivers on the grid. We are missing one of the Haas's, so almost a full grid. Looking like very difficult conditions to drive in. Who are the ones to watch out for this season? Ginger, definitely. And that is Geordie F1 coming out right now. Geordie, of course, season 1 champion on the full wet tyres, so he will be the first one to go out on his outlap. There's no point really having tyre enabled. I guess we can have best lap. But everyone has got the wet tyre fitted. So Geordie definitely one to look out for this season. So is Ginger, who came close to winning last season. He just got beat out by Jari in the Haas car. Of course, he's back in that Alfa Romeo. Jari is now a reserve driver, and I believe that is either Crum or Zach. It's Crum coming out, so him and Geordie both out on track, pouring it down with rain. So they are going to be brave. They will be the ones to go out on track before anyone else. I think I heard some more tyres firing up. That is the other Ferrari of T1000, Zach. Spaghetti Boy. There's a Red Bull also coming out. That is Pilot Plane. His teammate Nexus Aspect yet to come out. There's another McLaren. That is Ryan Webb GB. He's definitely a quick driver. Also one to look out for on the podium. Pilot Plane making his debut season in FRL. He's never been before seen in this league. He was in tier 2 before, but then after the evaluation race, Finlay decided he was tier 1 ready, the only person to have been swapped around. Of course, tier 2 is going on right now. Let's see, where's Geordie on track? Geordie is on his lap right now in the first sector. Number 39 in the McLaren. He's going to set an 18.5 to the first sector. We will see if who was the second one out. I think it was Crum was the second one out. It could have been someone else though, because now everyone's beginning to come out on their laps. Gwil also one to look out for. He set a time of 1:09 at this track in time trial, and I believe that was second in the world as it stood. Still should be, but he is lightning quick at this track. One of my personal favourite laps was set by Ginger. He managed to put in and there's a yellow flag to sector 3. That's either someone that spun or is just slowing up. Where is Geordie though? Geordie in the third sector right now. He's coming around the penultimate corner now onto the main straight, and we will see what the time to beat is. So Geordie's going to come round to do a 1:24.3. Who can beat that? Michelizzi. Michelizzi is actually fitted the intermediate tyre, so presumably he's going to wait for the track to dry up just slightly. I believe Blue Racer's going to come out. No, that's not Blue, that is Croquette Gamer in the Renault. Where is Crum? Crum is in the third sector right now. You can see a tiny line forming there. Of course, that's where the drivers are going to already want to position their car, and Crum's going to make a minor error there, which will definitely hamper his time. And he's going to come around. Is he going to go quicker than Geordie? He won't be. He's going to do a 1:25.9, so definitely something that he will want to improve on. Where's Gwil? He's in the middle sector. There's a slow moving Mercedes. I think he's just letting everyone pass, and that is Pilot Plane in the grass. Yeah, Pilot Plane has spun it in the third sector on his lap, so that is his time completely ruined. He's one of the first to come out. He's gonna not want to impede Gwil here, and I think Pilot's gone onto the gravel to do that, and now Max has gone quickest, 3/10 up on Geordie. Whilst we were looking at everyone else, we saw Zach set a time. He's got a 1:24.4. then Juiced, and Gwil is going to go quickest. Almost a flat time. Ryan Webb also set a lap, so did Jordan, and then there's Crumb currently sitting in P8. Polino Bros. It's going to make it a 2-3 for the Toro Rosso boys. We have our first viewer in the stream right now. Very nice. Reveal yourself. So still yet to come out. Chaz has not come out yet. Neither has Ginger Terror Racer. What can he do? Jordan's set. Oh no, I think. Who's gone quicker? Is it Crumb or Jordan's gone slower? But there's yellow flags in sector 2. I'm not sure who they're for. I think it's just someone letting someone by. But Terra is going to go 10th fastest with a pretty slow time. He's going to want to improve on that one. Miku. Oh, it says he's got the wets on. But on the display on the left it says he's on the inters. Which I'm a bit confused about. I'm going to say he's on the wet tyres. Alan is on his outlap right now. Who should we watch? Grill, presumably. No, he's on a fast. No, he's on a slow lap right now. Well, it might have been a fast lap, but it seems to be pretty slow. He's probably going to go for another one, I think. So we will follow along his lap. He's going to come now into the first corner. He's going to run very wide there. Of course, he is top right now. I believe Geordie's just set another lap and put himself in between the two Toro Rossos on the second row of the grid. Still just over a 10th behind Grill here. So 12th through to 19th, still not yet set a lap. Mikulitsi is going to go quicker than anyone. He's broken into the 123s with a 123.9, and he will be pleased with that time. And now it's updated, he is officially on the wet tyres. That is a great lap from Miku there. Where's Gil? Oh, he's 5 tenths down. And now Zach set to 123.9. And now Juiced the 123.7. So could the track be drying up? He's gone a second quicker on that lap alone. Gil's abandoned this lap. He could go for another one. Geordie, he's setting continuous laps here. He's going to go for another one, I think. Crumb has been overtaken by Terra. I think Crumb is on a warm-up lap right now. Nexus is going to set a 125.3, not the quickest for him. Who is out on a lap? Alan and Chazza, so both racing points who are yet to set a lap. Ginger's still not come out of the pits. There's a Renault coming out right now. I believe that is Blue Race. No. Oh, it's a Renault coming back in. That's Crockett Gamer in 8th position. Let's watch Alan. He's going to put it in the gravel, and he's good to save it there, but that's his time effectively ruined. So with 9 minutes to go, we are just about halfway through the session. Nexus Aspect has gone a 10th quicker on non-ERS, so presumably he's made a massive error in the first sector on his original lap. And I'm gonna quickly just gonna copy a link so that I can send it to places, just so I can get people to join and maybe get involved in the stream. So we're gonna share, copy link. We've had our first comment. Geordie, I believe he's just put in a lap. Yeah, he's gone a 10th up, so he's positioned himself ahead of Gwil, who's now currently on a lap coming through into the penultimate corner. He's a couple tenths up, so he could maybe go onto the front row or even on pole. Max has set a 123.4. Grill's gone 3rd fastest with a 123.793. So he's exactly 7/100ths down on Juiced, who's currently up on his time. And as I say that, he's going to put it into the barrier, and he's going to lose a bit of his front wing. You can see it missing. So Geordie's done 4 laps on this one set of wet tyres. He's going to go for another one. Consistency is key, my friend. Consistency is key. Ginger says dry, light rain, heavy rain in the race. So that means we will have a wet race, but it will start out dry, so these guys will get a free choice of tyres. Chazza, whilst we weren't watching, he's put in a lap. He's actually a little bit up on his time, but I presume he's going to come into the pits. Yes, he will. So Chazza with a 125.3, my mistake. But you're the current leader of the session right now, Max. Is he gonna... He's coming into the pits. Juice has also come into the pits. Gwil's come in. Miku as well. But Zach is on an outlap and he's trying it with the intermediate tyres. That is very interesting. Let's do it on fitted. Yeah, so you can see drivers starting to put the intermediate tyres on. They think the track is drying up. Juice has also come in for the I keep saying mediums, for the intermediates. And everyone, yes, now everyone will try their fate on these green-walled why am I saying mediums? Intermediates. Nizzo is putting laps in. He's been quite quiet in this session so far, but he's going to definitely want to come in at some point. Yellow flag in sector 3. Either that's someone warming up for their lap or someone has put it in somewhere. Look at this. Zach goes 5/10 quicker on that lap, and he's still pushing now. He's 4/10 up in the first sector, so that is a sign that the track is drying and we are about to see a real shootout for pole position. The top 3 all still in the pits. Miku has come out on the intermediates. He's still on his outlap right now. There's a yellow flag in sector 2, so that could be down on the straight. Who is not put a lap in? Ginger is going to abandon this one and come into the pits, interestingly enough. I'm not too sure why. Pilot's still not come out. Blue Racer, he's on a lap right now. And Terra Racer set to 122 flat, so he is... Let's go to the leader. He's 1.4 seconds up on anyone else in that Alfa Romeo on the intermediate tyres. Where's Miku in all of this? He's just started his lap now. Zach is 4/10 up and he's going to come back into the pits. He deemed it not quick enough. I think if they wait and conserve these tyres... Geordie's about to start his lap, so is Polino. He's just started that. Everyone now about to set their lap. Where is Blue? He's still not set a lap yet, but we will watch him. He's in non-ERS, which is a bit worrying. I think that might mean he is saving to now start a flying lap right here. But he still could be in with a shout to be quickest out of anyone, or at least be up there. Nah. So he has started his lap. Oh, he invalidated it, so that would have hurt his time. Can anyone else get to Terra right here? Mikulitsi, you see, is 1.3 seconds up on his time. Could he maybe match Terra in the final sector? He's really pushing the car right now. Oh, yellow flag sector 1, 2 and 3. But Miku's going to round the final corner. And what time's he going to put on the board? Yari has joined the session. Mikulitsi goes quickest. There's a racing point just behind him. Not sure who of. Gwils has just started his lap. I believe it was Alan, yeah. Alan started his lap. Mikulitsi is going to run wide. And now Ginger is going to begin his lap. Geordie with a 121.5 goes top. 2.4 seconds quicker than his initial time. Where's Max? Max is 1.2 up on this time. Could he maybe be on pole? Juice 6/10 up to the first sector alone. Wheels just coming out through the hairpin. Zach is on his outlap right now. Pilino seems to be pushing on the straight. Blue Racer still hasn't set a lap. Max goes quicker than Geordie. 1:21.2. Where's Gwil? Gwil in sector 2. Juice is in sector 3. He's 1.4 up on this time. Oh my word. With only 2 minutes to go, the fight for pole has really heated up, as they've dropped from the wets onto the inters. Juice is not going to go quickest. He's only 4/100ths down on Max though. Gwil round the final corner. He's going to put the third fastest time. He can only settle second row right now. Blue Racer appears to have come to the pits. Pilot Plane will go 9th fastest. 8/10 off the pace, so he's definitely gonna want to be higher. The Pilino Pro's 3/1000ths of a second slower than his teammate. Toro Rosso 1 and 2 right now. Alan, whilst we weren't watching, he set a one. Let's put this back to fastest lap. He set a 1:21.4. Terror. He was quickest. He's on an outlap right now. Pilot, he's gonna conserve. Chaz is up on his time. Hello Jari. Chazza 2/10 up, so he's gonna have to start outside right now, outside the top 10. Crumb is gonna go 12th. Where is Ginger? Ginger currently coming round the final corner. If he can maybe put it on pole here. Oh no, he's bottled it, I think. So he's gonna start his lap here with 1 minute to go in the session. Nizzo's gonna have to set a lap soon. He's in the middle sector right now. 55.7 is that sector time, and everyone is going so slow, and this could compromise his lap, but he seems to be okay, and everyone expertly gets out of the way. Nizzo is gonna be able to complete this lap. Whoever's commenting, I'll reply in a moment. And they're all going slow to set their lap, but Nizzo from 19th, he will go 12th fastest. Everyone now is beginning their laps. 20 seconds slower, Pilino, bro. Ginger, let's watch his lap unfold. He's currently coming through the short S section. 55.3 is the current middle sector pace. Ryan Webb has retired, as now no one who is on a new lap, on an outlap, can set it. So this is everyone's last opportunity. Chazza cannot improve, neither can Terra Racer. This is position wise. As Ginger now comes through the final corner, he is going to put in only 4th fastest for Ginger with a 1:21.3. Will is going to only settle for 5th. Alan doesn't seem to be up on his time. Geordie he's lost this lap. Crockett's slower in this. What about Miku? I think Miku might be yeah, Miku's looking a bit slow. He's going to run wide. He's 3/10 up, so let's go to the leader. He could maybe go on pole here. Juiced cannot improve. He's going to start on the second row of the grid provisionally. Pilot Plane does not get out of 10th. Geordie pulls into the pits, but this is the man that we're watching, as Max makes it harder for everyone else to 1:21.1, and Miku will abandon his lap despite being 3/10 up. Crocket's also going to abandon it. Alan thinks he could maybe go quicker. Alan's going to set a 6/10 slower time. So this is, yes, this will be the grid. It is a front row lockout for Max and Pilino in the Red Bull Toro Rosso. Currently, Nexus, he's the only person who didn't break into the 122s. He stayed in the 123s. Let's see what Jari said. Is anyone on a lap still? Who are you waiting for? And now that is the end. Do you want to co-commentate with me for the race? If you want, just send party invite. Yeah, I'll send it to you. As long as you don't do a Juan and and screw me over completely. But that was a great effort from everyone. But yeah, I'm inviting you now, Yari. I sent you an invite, bro. Oh, I almost left the session. So, front row lockout for the Toro Rossos. Juiced and Ginger, the two Dutchies. Third and fourth. Then Gwyll and Alan Vore. Alan Vore is gonna go 5th and 6th. Geordie, the Scotsman, 7th. 8th is Crockett. 9th, Michelizzi, who's one of the first to go onto the intermediates. And then Zach rounds out the top 10. Just missing out was Pilot Plane. So now we are getting ready for the race. It is starting out dry, then it will shift over to the wet, the light rain, then it will move into the heavy rain. So it's definitely going to be an ever-changing race. As soon they're just applying their setups and fuel loads and their strategies, then we will get on to the formation lap, which will then lead on to the start of the race. As someone's readied up, it's Chazza, so the race will start in the next 20 seconds. Jari has joined the party. Hello.
Hello. Hey.
Hello, Jari.
You are now co-commentating with the FRL Season 2 champion. How do you feel?
Jari won Season 2. Look at that.
Yes.
That's a great picture. I want to try to take a screenshot of all of the cars on the grid, but it didn't really work out. So, coming out now onto the formation lap. Toro Rosso did pull out a 1-2. It was a very competitive.
Tangled with Ginger. They're going to be disqualified.
So they've both been disqualified from this formation lap.
That's going to be a big disadvantage for them.
So you can see everyone is starting on either the medium or hard. Polino is starting on the hard tyres, as is Alan, Geordie, Crockett, Miku, Terra, Blue and Aspect. Those are your hard tyre runners. So Jari, how come you retired as full-time driver from this season?
Oh my, I didn't enjoy the game. It was a shit game. I had very issues with the internet as well. I was getting lag starts, you know, and incidents and so.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that, mate. You're certainly a quick driver.
Yeah, but I didn't enjoy racing. It was just, it felt like shit, so I stopped. That's it.
That's a real shame, mate.
I know, but if F1 2020 is it's a good game, then I will return, but not on this game to least. So, but now I could do things like this. Playing with 5 lights.
We are just about ready to get going, as they're all gonna pull up onto the grid. They will start this race. In the dry, it'll end in a wet scenario.
Geordie starting 7th. Some may call him Jim Clark.
Geordie Clark.
Clark as Scottish.
So, lights on. It's Toro Rosso 1-2. Who's going to get the better start? We are underway for the first race of Tier 1. And that is Max getting the better start out of anyone else. That is Juiced, maybe going to go around the outside of the Toro Rosso. They are side by side coming into turn number 2. And I believe, no, Polino's going to keep position. They're all swapping positions down at the back. But it's Max who is currently pulled out ahead of anyone. They are 3 wide just behind them. Look at that. This won't be pretty, as Ginger could go up the inside of everyone here. And that's what he's going to do. Is he going to put himself in 2nd place? No, Juice is going to come out in 2nd. Polino is going to drop into 4th off the start. And that is Pilot Plane, who's been involved in an incident. Chazza also involved, so they must have had some contact. They've both spun it. Who are you watching right now?
I'm currently looking at who is going. So after track and now I rejoined Serbia, of course. Let's take a look at the.
They won't be happy about that.
Just got 1 place. Ginger also 1 place. Linda Bros got 2 places. Alan 1 place up. Drew 1 place down. Sak a very good start, 2 places up. Jordi 1 down.
Detail.
Jordi 2 up. Glitzy lost also 2 places, not good. From Mika Salo. Yeah. Niso 2 places up there. So, places. Ryan 2 places. Next up, also 2 places. Blue Racer 1 place and Chaza 4 places down.
Just could send one up the inside. He's gonna hold out on that one. Try and maybe get a better exit. Ginger's looking in there. Has Crockett been involved in an incident? No, he's just run very wide and he's lost a lot of positions there. So as you were saying, Pilot Plane has dropped 8 positions off the start. Him and Chaza must have had some kind of incident. Let's look back up to the lead. Coming now through the second sector split. Juice is still right behind Max, but Max is still the leader right now.
Yeah, it looks like just a little bit has no place. We will see an overtake soon, probably.
Juice will definitely be able to make a run on him as Ginger's going to set the fastest lap. But with DRS on the long straight, I think Juice will be able to maybe make a move on Max here. Let's watch coming through now to the DRS activation zone. Juice is going to open it wide. Here he comes. He's going to look to the inside. Let's go on board with Ginger here. So they make a bit of contact there. Easy as you like from Juice there. That was a great move.
Alan also on the inside of the wheel. They touch! They touch with Polina Bros. Alan has lost a bit of his front wing. He's now side by side with the wheel. And
that car's definitely going to be on the steering a lot.
He's on the inside. Alan gets pushed wide. It's
He's
really
gonna
hard,
definitely.
Alan's race.
Yeah, you can see him. Oh, yellow flags in sector 2. I think that's Crockett. No, he's just lost a bunch of positions. Who has spun? There were yellow flags showing, but don't know who that was for. Alan's definitely going to want to pit. So you can see the big mover in all of this is Jordan. He's managed to make his way up into 6th position off the start.
Yeah, impressive.
Jordan, as I just mentioned, he's actually going to pick up a 3-second time penalty. Could Juice receive the same treatment that he gave to Max? He doesn't seem like he's close enough, is Max, but he could maybe send one up the inside. No, he's definitely too far back.
Wheel on the inside of Polina Bros. Oh, Polina Bros in blue touch. It's like Wheel's gonna stay in the same position. It's gonna keep the position. Yeah, he gets in there.
Jordan's definitely sniffing the action here. Could he send one up the inside of Polina Bros? They almost make contact. He's got the grippier medium tyres compared to Polina's hards. But Polina's going to hold position there.
He's got good tyres, so that could be. That's both starting in the hearts. Good work.
There's predicting strategy. We're looking back in the lower end of the field. Oh, Miku, he's lost 2 positions just there. Crum's going to come to the pits now. Up the inside of Terra on Miku there. That was a very nice move into the first corner. Yellow flags in sector 2 and 3, and that is Pilot Plane. He's out. Pilot Plane has spun the car. He was down in last position and now he has retired from the session. Chaz is going to take a time penalty. Let's look back up to the front though. Ginger is now getting close to Max. Of course, Ginger was a really good, really close competitor of yours in your title fight. How do you see him as a driver? What do you think of him?
Oh, Ginger.
Yes.
He's a very good driver, very talented, you know. Very good on the paths. Always trusted the most. Uh, really talented.
I agree. He's one of the quickest pad players I know. And he's definitely going to be one to watch out. But I don't think Alan pitted here. He's down in 9th position and he was challenging for like 4th position or so. So his race has effectively been ruined.
No, he didn't stop, no, only Krum stopped.
Krum did stop, yeah. Now Alan's going to take a time penalty. Let's look at Ginger here. He's got DRS wide open on Max. He's going to do the opposite of what Juice did. He's going to swing to the outside, and that is 2nd position. So down 2 positions from his pole time is FF1CL Max. He is now in 3rd position and could maybe be caught up by Gwill. And there's a lot of position changes going on in the midfield. There were 3 wide coming out the corner there. There's a big pack of 4 of them. 2 Renaults, a McLaren and a Red Bull. They're side by side. It's a great midfield battle. Miku's involved in it. Alan still dropping positions. He's slow, 2nd slower in the middle sector than he was on his quickest lap. He's really struggling with that, with the damage he sustained. Who do you make contact with? I didn't quite see it.
Alan, he made contact with Polino.
Ah.
He brakes a little bit too late. He was slightly ahead of him.
That's a real shame. He was in a good position in qualifying. He was 6th place. Now he's dropped down out of the points and into 12th. Polino Bros is in 7th place right now. So he's lost quite a lot of time to that leading pack. Jordan is going to go round the outside of Gwill. And he's going to make the switch back. Now, oh no, Gwill's definitely got the better exit there. And Zach, Baguette Boy, could maybe try and make a move. Not quite, but Gwill's going to lock up once again. I've seen him lock up there before. He's the only Haas driver right now. Jura Games is not happy. He's retired from the Tier 2 race. Of course, that is soon going to be coming to a close. So I'd expect an influx of Tier 2 drivers coming into this stream and talking to us. Still though, it is juiced. Mats is in P2. This is the best day ever.
What the? 11 finishes. Oh, Bandit P7. I'm gonna be happy about that.
Max trying to size up a move on Ginger. He was closing up to him on the long back straight, but he's not made the position. Gwill and Geordie also side by side, but once again, Jordan is still in 5th. Zach looking onwards in that scarlet red Ferrari. Not one driver has retained position from their qualifying pace, but the clouds are beginning to form, and I believe a rain period is soon to come. We've only had 1 DNF. In his debut race, Pilot Plane has retired, which is definitely gonna affect him coming into next week's race at Spain for round 2. Quickly, I'm just going to set a thumbnail for this stream that I made.
Next aspect's really looking yeah, all Alan goes wide. Alan of course with the wing damage. Still staying up. All next is going on the inside. So Ryan coming up the inside.
Alan's still hanging on in there. He's actually going to retain, almost forcing Ryan onto the grass, and Blue is now going to make a position on Ryan.
Always gonna go. What's in the middle?
Oh, and that's Ryan being pushed off the track. It was like a ripple effect there. But this is a good battle. They're still racing hard as hell. For 13th, Alan's managed to come out on top out of all of that, despite having a damaged front wing. Miku is beginning to catch up to Terra here in the third sector. They're only battling for 9th position.
It's Max overtake Duve.
Max is going to take a time penalty, but he will make the position up on Ginger. Ginger now is going to have DRS open for Max on the long straight, so don't expect to keep that position for long, Max, because Ginger is coming. He's going to switch to the inside this time, and that is the position for the Flying Dutchman. He's actually going to run a bit deep. There's a yellow flag to sector 1, and that is Chazza, who's just put it in the barrier there. Lost a bit of his front wing, so both Chazza is out of this race.
Blue race around the attack on Alan, goes to the outside. The head isn't going into the break zone, yes, and he takes that position. Alan still goes behind though, maybe. Oh, it is very right.
Oh, they touch.
Still side by side. Let's look at better ground.
Miku made up a position on Terra just there, so he's going to start tracking down his teammate. But Max, this is a long going battle for P2. We're on lap 11 and the rain will start falling soon. But Max, look at him, he's got DRS. What can he do here?
Oh, and Miku gets a 3-second time penalty. So good.
To the outside goes Max. He's gonna maybe try and make a switch back. He's definitely got the better exit. They make contact, and that will stop that. Halt his exit there. I didn't even realise, but Jordan managed to gap into 5th ahead of Gwil here. And let's read some of the comments on the stream. Jura was leading, and then he had a DRS failure, and his wing stayed open, and then the back end dropped out. That's really unfortunate for you, Jura. I'm really sorry. You'll get him next time. Show you got the pace, but Max with DRS back open. Jordan's maybe gonna try and catch up to these two, but he's got Gwil and Zach, the two Frenchies, breathing down his neck. And look at that, rain now is beginning to fall.
Yes.
You can see it on the lens. So this is definitely going to spark some activity. Juiced has gained a 4-second gap as Max switches it to the inside. Sorry to interrupt you there.
No, you go.
Okay. So further back, we've got the three drivers fighting for the best of the rest positions. Jordan, Gwil and Zach. Then you got Polino Bros 5 tenths behind them. He's having his own race right now. He's 3 seconds ahead of anyone else. I'm going to take off position change, and we will go on to tyre. So you can see 11 laps for everyone except for Crumb, and then you have the 2 retirements, Chazza and Pilot. Activity at the pit lane will start. Juice is going to stay out. It's definitely not dry, wet enough for intermediates.
Oh, just almost lose it. Oh my god. I almost got that on that. Just almost slid into the wall.
That was a close one.
It. Wow. Really tricky conditions for the drivers also to endure. I can see a tire change coming up.
The tires will start to fade away. So really, you could have been on the medium tires, but instead, look at, you can see a trend that the hard tire runners have dropped down in the field. Ginger, is he going to be close enough to make a move? Not quite. And no, Max has now taken P2, and Ginger has not responded immediately.
He'll having a little look. Let's see if he will get on the inside. Yes, he does. Breaks late. Jordan breaks early. Oh, he's gonna get switched back. Maybe. It's really close, but Phil squeezes him. I don't know if that's allowed this season. Oh, but he gets the move done.
Quill back into P4 after Jordan took it for him from a while. Zach's still in P6. He's just had a quiet race following these two, staying within DRS. And soon at the bottom of the screen we all see DRS disabled. Ginger takes a time penalty, presumably for running wide too many times. We've seen this one before. Now coming on.
Polino Bros Mikulidze as well.
Polino Bros Mikulidze. They're all coming into the pits.
Island 2.
They're all fitting the intermediate tyres. Miku did not get held up there. Polino Bros has lost a position. I know, never mind. Ryan Webb hasn't pitted. He stayed out mostly because Geordie's stayed there. Geordie stayed come into the pits, but now the tyres will start to give way just a little bit. So
let's see Polino Bros got the lead. Let's see if he's gaining on the lead. Let's see if the wet tyre already better than the right.
So yes,
we skated 1 second of 1 corner.
Polino Bros is the fastest. He's the leading inter-runner. And yes, Ryan Webb is struggling with the grip. He's lost out to Miku quite easily. But Juice now into the pits. We will follow Polino because he is the one to watch out for. He could maybe jump a couple of runners here.
Jordan hit the wall there. That's the... I don't know if he's got damage, I hope not.
So, unfortunate for Jordan there. But Juice is going to come out. Polino Bros won't disturb any of the leaders, I think. He's going to catch up to Nizzo, though, who's just come out. Whereas Zach has just come out of the pits. So is Jordan, so Polino's made up acres of time. Miku now ahead of his teammate as well. Terra could also try and make a move on him. He's gonna try and hold him around the outside. And he's run onto the grass just a bit there. Crockett is also gonna look to the inside of Terra here. He could look to the inside of Nizzo. Nizzo's holding it well. Pulls to the outside, does Terra. He's going to try and hold it round the outside. Crockett could make... No, Crockett was going to get a better exit, but then he had to check up just slightly. So Polino closing in on Zach here. And Jordan. Now the race is really in the wet conditions.
Looks like there are a couple of battles swarming. 10th, Iso and Rockets Jordan. Zach, Polino Bros. Ginger behind Max. Looks like we'll have quite an eventful race. Maybe some crashes, I don't know. Have you ever bottled it in the wet? Once on the league race? F1?
Pardon?
Have you ever crashed in the wet during a league race?
I know that I have.
You have? Oh my.
Yeah, it was the worst feeling. I think it was at Singapore. And I just lost the car. I got distracted and then yeah. But things happen and
it's really hard track Singapore, so
Yari I think Caesar wants you to invite him to the party, so that's Bandit, isn't it? Party is private, but I can make it public if you do want to join. But I just don't want too many people because then it'll make it a bit crazy, a bit hectic if there's too many commentators. Okay, I will invite I would invite Bandit then.
We are now. Gil gets a free second time belt.
He's really extended his gap to Jordan here.
Linda Bros also. Wasn't that gonna be heavy rain?
I believe heavy rain is
Chris need to
due.
join too. Finlay and Chris need to join too.
Oh my word. Too many commentators, man.
No, I'm gonna put our audio sharing to
Oh, okay.
because
Okay.
then, yeah.
So Zach trying to make a move on Jordan here. So I will invite Chris and Finlay. Alright, Finley's been invited and Chris as well. He's a great guy, is Martin. So back into the race now. Nizzo and Crockett involved in a battle. Yes. Yari, could you do that, please?
It says I can't invite you. It says, but maybe you can join through the party.
Yes, I can't invite you.
Oh no, I've done that ages ago.
So
Do not allow. Oh, never mind. Oh, sorry. They can hear me. Everyone can hear me.
yeah, I don't want too many commentators. Just it makes
Sorry.
everything messy.
Yeah.
Ginger still keeping up with Max here. He's been hanging back in second place for a while now. In third place, my mistake, but he's definitely going to want to... Oh, please.
Chris, fucking idiot.
So, Blue Racer and Nexus involved in a tussle. Nexus trying to hold it round the outside of Blue, but he's wise to give that one up.
Oh, Blue.
Blue Racer.
The man they nicknamed Julian Palmer.
So Zach trying to track down Jordy. Polina Bros was the first to dive it in for the intermediates, and he really caught up to the top, to 5th and 6th, who are Zach and Jordan.
Oh, Zach could have a real chance here.
Zach,
See, he has enough ERS, so hold it. Jordan has got more set and speed, I think. Let's see it. Switch to the inside, outside, and
and Zach,
side.
see, are we finally gonna see an overtake? No way!
space.
Oh, he's got the
Gets
better
the
exit,
better
has
run.
Zach, and finally Zach is gonna get into a position other than 6th place. Amazing.
Very good.
He's in to 5th place. Polina Bros still watching in 7th. Blue Racer
Oh, Palmer.
and Nexus Aspect still fighting. And oh, Aspect has gone ahead of Jody and Palmer here. So he's Blue Racer has been overtaken by Nexus Aspect. Meanwhile, he's losing some ground to Zach. Oh, Jordan almost loses it there. QVR Juiced has been uninterrupted this entire race. He's led it from almost the very beginning after he overtook Max early on. I want to see someone jump onto the wet soon. But look at this.
Now on the back of the Razor. Will he make the move? Let's see. Yeah, he's a beast, so indeed. So, it's gotta make it. Will he make a dive bomb with Terror? Let's see.
Pileno, oh, and
Jordan
Pileno and
Polino.
Jordan make a bit of contact. And Crockett's gonna
Oh,
send one
Crocket's
up the
going to
inside,
move.
they make contact.
Oh
Yeah.
my. Crockett.
Geordie's been hanging back in
Oh, it's on
12th
the
for a
inside,
while.
but-
Jordan and Pileno, they made a bit of contact coming out of the hairpin. Pileno was trying to make the overtake and I believe he was on the outside. Ginger's beginning to drop back from Max though.
Ginger. The guy named Michael Schumacher. He's free now.
And oh, that's Jordan running a bit wide. Pileno Bros is going to go up the inside and up into 6th position. Meanwhile, oh, that is Ryan Webb. Ryan Webb's put it into the barriers and he is now
Oh, Ryan.
down in last position. That is in the middle sector, coming up to the split of the split sector split. My mistake. Miku's big. He's actually catching Jordan. He's been catching them all for a while, so he's showing that he's got pace on these intermediate tyres, and he could maybe really make up positions. Let's just have a look. Let's just have a look at who's made up positions. You can see Alan, he's not really, as Alan, yeah, Alan's fitted a new front wing, finally, but Alan's down in 15th after starting 6th position. Aspect has just stayed out of incidents and he's managed to get up into 13th, but no points for Red Bull today if it stays like this. No points for McLaren either, or even racing points, so a lot of constructors are left out right here. Crockett still catching Terror for 9th position. They're the closest together on track out of anyone. They're 6/10 apart. Ginger's... Ah, yes, this makes sense. No, Renault's trash. Zach is going to take 3-second time penalty. Time penalties really can play into anyone's hands. If you just respect the track limits, you won't get a penalty. And as I say that, Geordie takes a 3-second time penalty. Chazza finally leaves the session. He's been in it for a while actually. If Jari raced, he would have finished by now. Blue flags. Pad OP. Did Finley join? No, Finley never joined. Oh. I sent him an invite, but... That's fair.
We go over to Jordan. Miku. Fun fact, he has 9 podiums, but none of that are wins. So that's why he's nicknamed Mika Salo.
And whilst we weren't watching, Miku actually made the position on Jordan. He's now beginning to slip back. He had a really good start. He was up into 4th at one point, but now he's down in 8th after intermediates came into effect. And the wet tyre could be an option soon. When that is, I don't know. The track's looking to be quite wet. Oh, Jordan almost loses it there. Meanwhile, just looking down in the position, Crockett could go, he's going to maybe look around the outside of Terror here. That seems to be. And the Beast looking to make a move on Kimi. Nico Hulkenberg to the inside.
Oh!
He's gonna make the move down the inside at the hairpin. I don't know, some Don that never got any podiums.
Oh, they touch Martin.
They almost touch. They touch Martin. But Terror, in order that, took a 3-second time penalty. Oh no, and they make contact!
Come on.
And they have... Oh no, and Terror's out!
Crashed.
They've crashed. That was
No.
inevitable. Terror's lost it. Crockett's got damage. Oh no! Nizzo is now up into 9th.
There, Jos stopped.
Gwil is in the pits. I think he could be. Gwil's fitted another set of intermediate tyres. Miku's going to make a position on him, but that is Terra's race over. Laggy Racer says, wow. They're all coming into the pits. Are they going to fit another set of inters, or are they going to go onto the wets? I think it might be for another set of inters. That's what... No. Nizzo onto the wet tyres. What's Geordie going to put on? Geordie's putting on another set of inters.
Another set of intermediates from the guy, from the man, the nickname Jim Clark.
So Geordie Clark.
He's not fast anymore, but.
Oh. Geordie's
Jim Clark's not fast anymore.
Is Geordie using his wheel? Yeah, I think Geordie's beginning to use his wheel. So
Jim Clark is not fast anymore too, because
he's dead.
Yeah. So they kinda are like always know.
So Ginger has caught up to Max now, and this race long fight for P2 could be back on. So Nizzo's on the wet tyres. We can see by the time that he will either gain or lose to Crockett here, but that's not really a good evaluation because I know Crockett's got no damage. Gwil was the first to go into the pits. Miku's gone ahead of him. Polino Bros back up into 5th position after being 7th for a lot of the race. Zach's got some clear air in 4th, and then Ginger P3 right now. Still catching up to Max. He's definitely too far back right now.
Ginger's gotta really overtake this guy now. He's been looking at the back of this guy all race.
He's definitely going to be fired up soon.
The last lap, you know.
Ooh, Alan almost puts it into the barriers, and Geordie's now maybe going to try and catch him. Gwil's gotten back ahead of Miku. Miku's going to try and send up the inside. No. They make a bit of contact.
Go.
Miku's still looking strong, and Gwil's going to run a bit deep, and I think he's going to have to concede position to Miku here. So they're fighting.
He was the boss. Oh.
So if you look at this, Nizzo has made up a lot of time on Crockett. He's made up 2 seconds in 1 lap, so this could actually be the right strategy to come in for the wet soon. It's definitely going to happen. Also, Aspect has come in for the wets. Ginger's sandbagging in race 1 right now. He's
always sandbagging, you know. He's always sandbagging. He's always tactical, you know. Tactical.
Come on,
guys,
Ginger man, stop sandbagging and make the move done.
Just overtake him, man. Oh, man. You were sandbagging the whole season last season, so now you can win.
Max has been pretty comfortable in P2, but Ginger's gonna definitely want to make up the position. Miku and Gwil still fighting. Miku could go up the inside here. They're wheel to wheel. And they make contact. Gwil's gonna be forced off the track, and Miku's gonna let him back through.
Oh, nice.
Gwil's gonna take a time penalty for that.
Very gay. Gwil stays in his position. No penalty for him.
I don't know if Miku's actually got a time penalty or not. Nizzo's still continuing to make up time on Crockett here. As Ginger, he's going a bit too quick here. I think the sandbags are off.
Juice has 1 penalty. Max also has 1 penalty. Ginger has 2 penalties. So, Zach, 2 penalties as well. Polino Bros, 1 penalty.
Polino Bros beginning to catch up to Zach here. He seems to be okay. He's still got the gap quite wide open.
Oh, Ginger gets another penalty. Oh my.
Ginger took another penalty.
Man. Oh. Good man.
Track seems
wait.
to be very wet still. Yes, the track is definitely wet. What I meant to say is it's not drying up anytime soon. As Geordie, this is really one of the only battles on track right now, but Geordie is catching Alan. What confuses me is that on my graphic, I think the wets are definitely quicker, yeah. It might not be that by that much, but Nizzo's taking time out of Crockett here. So I think the wets could be the gamble, or you could just stay out on the inters and hope for the best. Alan's going to run a bit deep here. Geordie's going to stick a wheel in. Of course, these guys are running 13 lap old intermediate. Alan has gone off the track, it seems. Geordie's going to look to the outside. Alan's going to try and want to hang in there. They are side by side coming through the split. Round the outside goes Geordie, and that was a very nice move there from Geordie up into 11th place. Not the ideal position he'd want to be in, but a great move nonetheless. I can't wrap my head around that Terra Crockett crash. That really was. It was a great battle, and then.
Yes, why?
Alan still.
You're dropping back a little bit from Max. Come on, man. Stop sandbagging. Come on.
Ginger is. I think Juice should just slow down and let everyone catch up. They're all running in non-ERS.
What aspect? Mazaran. This is the outside. Oh, Max. It's another thing.
Aspect and Crumb side by side into the hairpin. Round the outside goes Aspect, and Crumb will hold position. He's on much more worn tyres than the wets of Aspect. Oh, they make contact, and Crumb goes off the track, smashes into the 100-meter board. They are still side by side. They make more contact. And Crumb loses out, but he's going to now come back around the outside. So they almost make contact. Crumb goes onto the gravel, manages to save it pretty well there. And Nizzo is coming to the pits for some reason. I think he's going to fit the intermediates back on, yes, so he's deemed it not be wet enough for the wets. That's a shame. He was actually catching him. Someone else who was also catching, Ginger, now back within a second of Max. Could this be Ginger's season? He was beaten out by I believe 7 points to Yari last season. 7 or so. I will find the final standings on Miku's Twitter. Of course, third in season 1. He lost out to Geordie and Yari. And then second in season 2. Maybe he could put the cherry on the top, the icing on the cake, and win this season. Nizzo's on a fresh set of intermediates, Crumb on 15 lap old inters, and he's still fighting strong despite it only being 412th position. This race really has flattened out though, not much really going on track right now. The gaps have sized out. Ginger still in pursuit of Max, but he's not catching him. Crumb
like
into 12th. Where did Mats finish?
Mats is P3.
Mats was P3.
Who's in the ball? What did you do? Yeah. Wow, he was very lucky.
Ryan Webb still by himself. I believe he's the only lapped car on track. Blue Racers beginning to get into the fight for 12th position. It's on 6 lap old intermediates. Guil has the freshest tyres of anyone in the top 10. Oh no, Geordie's got the freshest, but he's 16 seconds behind anyone else, so it's really Guil who is fastest on track, I would suspect. He's catching Polino Bros. With only 4 laps to go in this race. Ginger still behind Max by just about a second most of the time. Oh, and Ginger's got off the track. Ginger is onto the grass, and that was a scary moment for him. And now he's lost a lot of time. He's gonna drop to 2 seconds behind, and that could be the end of the battle for second place. Goodbye. So Mickey is going to take another time penalty.
Second penalty. That's nothing, man.
Mika Salo takes another time penalty. I don't want to call him that. I want to call him Mickey. Battle's still raging on for 14th position, but we are looking at Guil catching Polino for 5th.
Frenchman catch Italian. Next lap of the lap up, but he will overtake him. 100% sure, at least in the lap. Oh, you can see the difference of the tire and the traction.
Yes, Guil's got way more tire tread. When you've been doing this for a while, your throat begins to hurt. I need water, man. But Guil's still catching up to Polino.
Oh, Blue Raven. Very close to the apex rear of the car. Oh, taking a very wide line. Traction. Oh, beautiful. He's only in 60th position. Oh, next aspect, but it's a very long straight, and aspect comes back. When it goes to the outside, very close to giving a lot of room.
Aspect around the outside.
Over shit. Oh my god. Man, there's these brackets to put me. Feel now onto the back of Polino Bros. Go to the outside. It's gonna be. Oh, Polino Bros actually has side by side. Into the corner. He will be like much later. Oh, look at this. Of course, Guil can break much later because he has much better tires, of course. Gets the decision.
So yes, Guil back into P5. He could maybe track down Zach, but I don't think he's got enough time to do it. Only 2 laps to go. Juice is just about to begin the final lap of the German Grand Prix. He's led it from the start. He's only got 1 final push to go. Penalties could play into the hands of anyone here.
Oh, needs to on the outside. Boom. What will happen in this battle? Oh, side by side. And Boom stays in this position. It's still side by side. This was a straight line speeds more, yeah, that's maybe. Oh, and that's the position.
They almost make contact. They are
Still side by side.
very close together. Ryan Webb with a penalty is not really going to affect him that much. He's down in 16th. He's had a shocking race to say the least. But juiced in the middle sector right now. Juice's catching aspect.
Not a good resource from him. He's always on the top of the leaderboard.
Now through into the final 2 corners. Juice is gonna take the first win of the season provisionally, of course, so we don't know about penalties, but he's gonna cross the line in P1. Can Max take the win? No, he can't. Can Ginger maybe take P2? He's gonna stay in P3. So that is your podium. Aspect also gonna finish a lap down. Zach crosses the line. Crockett is actually overtaken Miku. I think Miku's had an incident. They're on 20 lap old tyres. Due to penalties, Pilino Bros actually gets ahead of Gwil. And Jordan.
Very well driven race from Joost there. Controlled the race, all race won. On his debut? Is this his debut?
I think this
very good.
first
Very good
race.
start of his
He
FRL
starts the season as a winner. Miku slowly crawls to a finish in 9th. And the last of the points runners, Geordie, is going to cross the line in P10. Let's go to position change. So you can see Zach came from P10 up to P4 to finish, so he was the biggest mover of this race. Jordan also moved up quite a couple of positions from 12th. This was a great race and it was a joy to commentate, and it was great to commentate it with you, Jari.
And also with you. It's very good, yes. It was Max. Took the pole position behind the dropped. Did he start on the hard?
I believe he started on the mediums.
Maybe he took wet setup, I don't know. Just didn't have to pay. No,
Drink this in. Williams finally on the top step of the podium. It's been a long time coming for the Williams.
Oh.
The Dutchman sprays the champagne. He is a winner in his first race in FRL. Great drive and a great win. And we will go through the race results and then I will say goodbye for the night.
So, first place, first perfect race for him. Second, Max, Ginger, Zach, Ina Bros, Will, Jordan, Crockett, Nicky Litsi, Wildy, Alan Voor, Litsi, From Blue Race, Aspect, Ryan Webb, Jos the Boss, Chaza, Pi, and Party
So we had 3 DNFs today: Terror Racer, Chaza and Pilot Plane. Thank you for watching this stream. As I said before, it's been a joy to commentate. Thank you for joining in. I'll see you next week, same time. Goodbye everyone. How do I end the stream? Oh.